Messer Nanamna, and then so said the Miniac trade jabbing hene or Mampany Kayano. Menso, I who are Befre Monty, Messer Namensuma Potokakra, na yet 2 years after almost what today, Pesieka. Your Excellency the President and my brother, I thank you for your kind words this afternoon. I started this journey with you 25 years ago. Before that, you were my lawyer also. And 25 years ago, you were with us here at the stadium. And therefore, you've been part of this journey. And therefore, listening to you, it was more like writing a testimonial for me, and I thank you very much for that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I extend traditional blessings to you all, sons and daughters of the Golden Stool, in every corner of Asante. I extend the felicitations and blessings of the Golden Stool to all of Ghana, and I extend the same blessings to all the seeds of African heritage now flowering around the world through the circumstances of history. And finally, I extend to the world the blessings of peace and friendship. 25 years ago, we were called upon to assume the mantle of leadership of our people. It was a call of destiny with the most profound ramifications for us and our nation. Asante had surrendered its might as a warrior nation and was struggling to find its role within a complex new environment. The political dynamics of the time required sagacity as much as courage. Fortunately, neither virtue had been absent from the history of the Asante nation. I swore on that fateful day to lead my people with the courage and the wisdom with which Otumfuo Osei Tutu II built the Asante nation. The courage and daring with which Opukwai first and others after him expanded the nation into the empire it became, and the dignity and tact with which Prempeh I and Prempeh II managed its integration into the Gold Coast. I wasn't unaware of the fact that there was no Otumfuo Anoche to guide us with its unusual powers, nor that the terrain in our time could not be more complex and challenging. Yet, I drew the Otumfuo sword in full confidence that as long as we maintained fidelity with the Golden Stool and remain faithful to the truth, we shall not, as the hymnal says, in the desert stray nor miss our providential way. Today, with the Golden Stool by our side, with all the weight of history upon our shoulders, we cry out with a mix of humility, pride. Thanks be to God, we have faced our destiny and we have not faltered nor fainted. We've been true to our oath, and we have done honor to those whose duty it was to shepherd us into office 25 years ago. Please join me in tribute to my dear mother, our very dear mother, who not only brought us into the world, but gave us the opportunity to serve our people and the world. And I pay tribute to her brothers, Ohineba Mensabonsu, Yaine, and Bema Kofi. I am what I am because of the tutelage of Ohineba Mensabonsu, and all may have been lost if the Asante had not had the dogged support of the Abusuapanyi Kofi. They may no longer be with us, but I'm sure that in the eternal village where they now reside, they are filled with pride that the fruit of their labor continue. Since we embarked upon our journey, we have had the privilege of serving with 5 presidents of our republic. Significantly, I have worked with presidents from both of the main political parties of our time. And it is a great honor to invite you to join me again in paying tribute to all the presidents of our 4th republic. We are alive to the constraints of our office and do not allow themselves to stray into the choices which only the sovereign people must make for themselves, or indeed to pass judgments for the people. Our duty is to throw our weight behind the choices of the people freely made, to counsel and even admonish as circumstances demand. Within the bounds of propriety, we are obliged to speak the truth to power. I am proud to say that without exception, all of presidents have found space for meaningful collaboration as they sought to deliver on the agenda for the people. Each one is elected on a different platform, and each comes with his own style. They may not all succeed with everything they seek to do, but I hope the people appreciate that they are all true patriots who try to do the best they can for their nation. We pay tribute to Nananum, from the overlords of the North to Nananum paramount chiefs from all sections of our nation. In your magnificent smocks and elegant kente cloths, in the dazzling adornments of gold and silver, you present the true tapestry of a culture that can never diminish. It is the harmony in diversity which we all seek. Our journey would have been of little consequence without the bonds of friendship and brotherhood we have experienced from Nananum, Name, Nime, Tobe. I am grateful for the fruitful exchange of visits, for our shared experiences. We also pay tribute to corporate Ghana for a welcome partnership in the quest for development of our nation. Although we hold our governments accountable for development of our nation, in reality, it is corporate Ghana we can look for real development. Your success is what will create the jobs our people need and generate the wealth we need. That is why we will always prioritize support for your endeavors to overcome obstacles in your path and create an environment conducive to your success. I cannot fail to pay tribute to the noble men and women who sustain the rule of law in our land and help protect our security. Nor can I forget the teachers who drive our education, the doctors who guard our health and physical well-being, and the religious leaders who sustain our moral and spiritual well-being, nor our farmers who give us food to eat. It is with pride and joy that we welcome today a truly amazing team of distinguished guests from our sister states. We welcome my dear brother, the Bafokeng from South Africa, and I also welcome the Speaker of the House of Parliament from Niger, and the Foreign Minister of Morocco and his delegation, Foreign Minister of Cote d'Ivoire and his delegation, and the Niger delegation, and the Federal Minister of Finance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the representative of my brother, the Kabaka of Buganda, along with the ambassadors of the United States, the United Kingdom, and all the diplomatic members who were here. Above all, we welcome our special guest of honor, my dear brother, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Right Honorable Dr. Keith Rowley, and his dear wife. This is the second time we have received our brother here at Malaysia, and it follows our own highly significant visit to his country as guests of the Emancipation Day celebration last year. What does this say about relations between our two countries? The Right Honorable Raleigh comes not as the Prime Minister of one brother country. He is here as the symbol of a new Africa, an Africa beyond one continent. For years, we've been weighed down by the trauma of history. Today, we have the opportunity to build a tri-continental community of Africans committed to rise like a phoenix from the ashes of history. From Suriname to Barbados, from Brazil to Jamaica, from Cuba to the Dominican Republic, indeed, from the United States of America and every part of Europe where the seeds of African heritage have survived, let the challenge go for all of us to strive to overcome the mental enslavement that has kept us from achieving our potential. We have demonstrated that it is possible to offload the burdens of history and find power in the value of reconciliation. You see this also in South Africa. Contrast aid upon humanity in the Middle East because of the unwillingness to unburden ourselves of the past. So as we commence another phase in our journey of destiny, we reaffirm our commitment to peace and the pursuit of development. Education remains our priority, but probably an even higher priority must be the reclamation of our environment from the ravages of Galamsey. We cannot be the generation that destroyed the most precious heritage bequeathed to us by our forefathers to satisfy the greed of a few miscreants. For whatever it takes, we must defeat this scourge. The greatest challenge of our nation, faces is to redouble our efforts to grow our economy. Governments may come and go, but the nation remains, and democratic nations must look to their entrepreneurs for development. That is why we will continue to encourage our entrepreneurs to show their readiness to place their money where their mouth is and invest more in the country of their birth. This year is another election year. Our political leaders are already on the campaign trail, and there's yet many months of intense and combative campaigning ahead. After all our past experiences, I remain sanguine that our democracy is safe. Nonetheless, we need to remind ourselves that we cannot take things for granted, and we must be alert to avoid anything that has the potential to derail the electoral process. People need the right environment in which they can make informed choices in the interest of the nation. May we forever drink from the fountain of peace, and may our efforts in the years ahead be crowned with the grace of the living God and the prosperity that flows from our tireless effort. Long may Asanteman and Ghanaman rise in glory. I thank you all. Thank you.
Maybe I can your body now. You don't have to get you. Yes, I never go. Indeed, I'm sure
so akasa nana more piao uni say we catch us say tama nana dan Kwakufu Addo e kasa no utimu say the vibe is there Otumfuo Osei Tutu o kasa no wa kan sem bi e de afa ho wa making it clear say wo Now dear, me paddy no. Now I am a lawyer, me no one anti bebre. Now you me no. Ya can't odo abomu fitete. Enye nei ena nipa begua ene ye be show off. Na emu modo a onso yi a kire me se me nua ketewa na se me brother no. Eye me fe na masom. Ye fa odo ene kroye emfa moa o man Ghana se de be ya nchirima a omoba no ometimi anya baabi pa asi Otumfuo akasa na ne nsem na wo kan sebi na kasa otim say yes na kasa na ensem no emu odu mintimi kura emfa ma no nkeka. I hope say wa ha video no aba abesi but the American say onso wadwen e chew sen na Ghana ye ebeboa ye say nkofo kasa Otumfuo emma ne homene so no ma ne nsa so na nka Asante region particular na de ono anye na nko oni so na eniema nsesa wo kroimu because we Otumfuo pa wo krom ha na to da bia eniema bi tosini light dundum unemployment na se Otumfuo na atimi fa akonwa kotena konfo anoche se okwogigi sika e dey support hospital which is enyefe enti nkofo bi e raise concern say na yesra wo wada roma anka je woman na anka wanka sa diso se de be ya Asante region betimi afa ne ntuma pefra cause my menka say mo ncho say Kumasi na say Asante region enka a election ho a aba no yenim ba bi e record because the results of Kumasi can change everything. That's the secret. Ewa santimamu ti se wo pese oye president ewo krom ha na se won timi ama homene so ama santimamu menka se other regions ni but Asante region in particular no is a key to success of elections. That's the secret. I know there no doubt about that. You can't take it from Asante region. Yes, I know there untimi enyim free Asante region. I think say Dr. Baumia, I make a good choice. Said dinner or koye na program we work up. Na manhood Mahama, program yase. E dey na sie, dey na koswo. I nti Mahama entimi MPM although NDC mpanyfo bi to say Johnson asie dunketia apie but that was not enough. And I said, Mahama ni Ghana, munchire, send the city. I will also throw a comment at the comment section or ha a BIGBEN TV. Make sure so be me subscribe button. I feel like video no from my next from my friends no more so answer into me and Kofi. Me cause I can say my 7-bedroom apartment I met on okay NUST body. So we interested. I make sure so obefa number net the video is so see I know friend. So we obi a woni di ajapade ho dia ende ne what den ne ene me kanfo baabi ba ko pe ene dia ma wo a edan a ehu eniasem na eni agent bia nsem ena wo behu for yini na hu pictures etwago e wo screen so edan eye 7 bedrooms with a big compounds and hall edan eye affordable ye wo ho ani painting asa edan mu de rooms no emu eye nice and a dino so a danya ya to ya bo asiesie ama cement akomu enti e bia wo abrochire wo Ghana o pesa wo tofie and I say wo abrochire wo de usika amania ama ya de usika nyina ready agent free number no sisi a na beji dan kama pa na dan you baby a wo kra de metia na mani anje kekeke e wo KNUST school ponka sie ni buadi e ho na dan a yesi hoyi e wo na location no e so fantabruta enti nya dan we ho enkoto ade fufuo bia e ha ho enkoto cement biem e dan no ya tesu se wo enti bomade fa numbers na da screen so sesi a na ya ni woni nkomo we agent free abrochefo what dem na Ghana fo ye be sifie ne ye be tofie papa so a eno e na me kanfo e dia ma e wo tech buadi e na se KNUST buadi e na dan kama we free agent free na also e be tofie na nya sum dia papa na da e na ho